Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Jared Powley's Fragrance Reviews. Tonight we're going to be examining a fragrance which is extremely underrated from the house of Antonio Puig. This is known as Quorum Silver, which came out in 2005. This is an EDT, eau de toilette concentration, and this is classified as a woody, spicy fragrance. So this is a flanker of the original, the immortal Quorum, which came out in 1981. And the one thing about this fragrance, I would say, is people have to kill the association from the 1981 fragrance, to kill the association of the so-called 80s vibe, heavy scented fragrances. This is completely different. It's totally modern, and there are no remnants of the original 1981 Quorum. So I'm going to take this out of the box. So this came in a package for a very, very cheap, very, very good price of the EDT and the aftershave. But today we're going to be looking exclusively at the EDT, the eau de toilette version. The aftershave we may do at a different date. But again, Quorum Silver, there's also a Quorum Aqua flanker, but they're different fragrances from the original. So if you are afraid of having that so-called old vibe smell, don't worry about it, because it doesn't exist in this fragrance. So I'm going to take the top off. It's got a good sprayer. So initially, you get this very sharp, slightly sweet, but it's like a stinging citrus. You can definitely take in the cardamom and various elements of the citrus, but you can also pick up the lavender. So it's a great opening. As it starts to dry down, I'd say maybe in the next 10-15 minutes, it's still moderately sweet, but it's not artificial. It has none of the horrible ambroxan vibes of something like Dior Sauvage that are obnoxious. It has a very natural smell to it. Becomes a little more peppery, and I liken this to a semi-barbershop fragrance. Extremely appealing. And then later on, it becomes slightly metallic. You still have some of the original sweet citrus DNA, but it's definitely more piney and cedar-like. But the late dry down is again extremely appealing. As advertised, the top notes are ginger, lavender, cardamom, bergamot, and mandarin orange. The mid notes are nutmeg, pink pepper, and cinnamon. And the base notes are Virginia cedar, guaiac wood, amber, and patchouli. Performance-wise, it's decent. 3 to 4 hours. But this is one you have to be careful. Just because you're not getting a lot of longevity, don't overspray. Because if you do overspray, it will become a very strong fragrance. You still have to lay it on, try 1 or 2 sprays, see how it works for you. Because if you overspray it, it can be slightly suffocating. So as the day goes on, just maybe add a spray every 2 or 3 hours, and that should do you just fine. And the price is very good, so this is not going to burn a hole in your wallet. Overall, Quorum Silver, I would say it's a great price. It's great juice, extremely good value. And again, the people, you have to kill the association with the 1981 version, because people think, oh, Quorum, it's going to smell like this. And before they even spray this bottle, they already have this emotional thought in their head, this connection to the original, and then they say, it's no good. It's old school, whatever, but this is not old school. This is a modern take, and it's still done in the Quorum style of not being synthetic. And it's a very masculine fragrance, even though it is a little bit on the sweeter side. You can get a sample of this readily available at most stores, but even if you have to pay the full price, it is not that big of a deal. So if you like, I would give this one definite thumbs up. If you're into a modern fragrance that is non-synthetic, this definitely has the natural vibe to it. So if you like this video, hit the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell. Any comments or questions you have about this dynamite little fragrance, Quorum Silver from Antonio Puig, or any of the other Quorums, leave them down below and I'll always get back to you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.